On this 33rd day of this experience, I'm just sitting here thinking about how I had to lose everything twice. 2 wives, relationships, some family, friendships. Don't get me wrong, I've lived a pretty good life, and I've been able to create a good life, but not always the feel of one. The look was good, and it was hella work. But in this new experience that I'm going through, truly letting go saved me. And for me, letting go really began at the recognition of actual results. And this may sound harsh, but realizing that most church experiences that I have had were dealing with lost people who were not found, using fancy words and fear. Yeah, hope mixed with fear and fancy words. My actual results were that I could create unsustainable seasons of happiness and peace, but there was a subtle sabotage pulling at it every chance it got. I didn't know me, and I couldn't see what other people saw in me. I would have glimmers of what I felt was there, but nothing concrete. And even if it was concrete, I had people surrounding me always willing to tear it down because of their insecurities. But within myself, that good part of me sometimes felt it was too good to be true. Now the church helped with that because they really taught me to love God, but look out for the devil. But I never quit. I have been learning me slowly and painfully. Now, I mentioned that I'm a kinesthetic learner. I learn by doing. That is very important to know about a person like me and many of you. This really is different than those that learn by looking and doing, and those that learn by hearing and doing. I have those capabilities, but they are really hard for me. I looked unstable, looked like I was starting things and didn't finish them. And that perception of me is just so untrue. So not true. Because it kind of fostered this mysterious me. It kind of fostered this, what is he gonna do next? Doubt and distrust. On top of the trust, a little doubt, a little questioning, a little hate. Being a hands-on learner, once we learn what it is that we set out to, and we never know when that's gonna occur. It could happen at the beginning, middle, or end. Completion is not a part of that process. If we complete it, great. But we're learning. When you're learning, yes, you want to get to the end of the learning, but when you're a hands-on learner, once you acquire the knowledge and the skill set to the degree that is satisfactory to you, that's it. A lot of people can buy into our learning experience and are sitting on the edge of their seats to see what the end will be. And then for them, it's like you just stopped. For them, it's just like you just moved on to something else. No, I got what I went and I got what I came for without knowing what I came for until I got it. I know that may be very frustrating, and I know it's frustrating to love people who learn by doing, because you have an expectation but that's your expectation. But I digress. I have really learned to come to grips and accept this side of me and the responses that come with it. Honestly, now that I have recognition, the need to be liked or disliked, it really is no longer a part of the equation. I hope this makes sense. Because if I'm honest, I'm really a kind-hearted person, and the words letting go kind of bother me. They kind of seem mean. It kind of feels a little bit like quitting. But the work it takes to hold up that life, dealing with people that really don't have your best interest at heart because they have their best interest at heart, using you and your skills, using you and your talents. It's a recipe for burnout and toxic relationships. Building life around pain and trauma bonds, it's a torment all its own. Especially when you mix that pain and trauma bond with goodness and the hope for better. People aren't hoping for better. They want you to validate their trauma. And your healing is an offense. And so recognition helps me. Because once I recognize the results and how I'm feeling, holding it all together, it's easier to let go. Because it's like, you can have it as long as you're willing to put all the double time work in, the work you're doing and the work you think they should be doing to cover them. Nah, it's better to have the natural results that come with you actually responding to actual results. The hope is fine. Like wishing for the best is fine, but it can be really detrimental when you're the only one with that strength, with that energy, and people are using that about you for themselves. And because they don't have that for you. It's a heavy burden, yo. It's a heavy burden. Look, giving up and starting from scratch can be scary. It can be very scary. And I'm sorry this is going to be a little longer than normal. Bear with me. But you gotta be willing to lose it. Unfortunately, like from that special place, not that hypocritical place where you act like you don't care, that unbothered lie. You have to really be willing to lose and let go and move on. A lot of times before what you really desire, because it's all there. It's all there and available for you. It may look different, but the feeling is awesome. Be willing to lose it all and give it all up. If you don't want to look at it as a loss, give it up. That's really what I did. I gave it up. Right? Surrender to the actual results, to how I actually feel. And that becomes your building block. It's a real natural building space that you can have for yourself. Because I found it. You can have, and we can have all those things that we desire, that we are holding up, that's really a heavy burden. But will we even desire that once we get to know and accept us, what's inside of us, what's inside of you? Because my desires have changed now that I no longer feel responsible to hold the burdens of others. That's really what they are, without the reciprocity that's necessary for my strength. Do we desire those things? No. My desires have shifted to real-time feelings, and the good, the bad, and the ugly that comes with this, after the heavy weight and burden, is weightless. It's weightless. Be free, good people. Be free. Be free. Because I am. And for you bad folks, be bound. Stay bound. You're bad. I'm silly. And that's day 33 as I sit in my garage. Couldn't even wait to get in the house.